Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? How is everybody doing tonight? Nothing like starting the week off with spooky videos. Just waiting for a couple more people to tune in. Thank you so much for being here. You live on the other side of the world. Where would that be exactly? Hello, hello, hello. This definitely still has some in it. I was working on an NFT for a good friend of mine who's a photographer. And I'm going to show it to you guys. Look at that. It's an NFT, baby. With the classic GTA hand. Look at that. That's fire. He loved it. I'm proud of this. If you haven't heard, I officially make NFTs. It's art, it's digital art. And I hope that you guys get on the train before it's too late and everything's worth too much, because that's what happened with crypto. 49,000 is the listing price, but it doesn't mean it's 49,000. What happens on these websites is you got to put a cap of, like, you know, the top price, and then people place bids, you know, make an offer right here. So they can start their bid at 10 bucks, 20 bucks, 30, you know, whatever, and then whatever bid I like, I can accept. And then that's how you build value. You get people to place bids. So if you'd like to support me and the work that I'm doing, because I'm putting a lot of time into this, head over to OpenSea.io, or just Google OpenSea, and then look up my Twitch name, Tokyo Japan, and you'll find it. Spooky Hendrix. Spooky Hendrix is just a man passing by, playing his guitar, jamming his spooky tunes, giving us good vibes all around, showing us the love and how to love. That's Spooky Hendrix. Then we got Spooky Gwen. This is in honor of Gwen Stefani. It only makes sense, right? Spooky Gwen is no doubt a ghost that leaves us all bananas. And in OpenSea, the website of NFTs, you better hope you ain't no holla back girl. As corny as I can be. Then we got Spooky Lee. Yeah, fire. I love this spooky sad clown because it does look like he's crying. This one's about to be purchased, actually. when a person gets back home. When this person gets back home, she's going to purchase this. And then, no, this is Spooky Lee. But yeah, I make NFTs, so if you want to support your boy, place some bids. And yeah. There's a lot of people who have NFTs and then they back out as soon as they make a good amount of money. And then, you know, there's no reason for the people who, you know, bought an NFT to now own that, because the person backed out. They now own an NFT, but the creator isn't a creator anymore. They backed out and just cashed out. But we're here for the long run. I'm trying to make spooky NFTs until the day that I'm gone. So we're here for the long run. Collectors love that. So we get ghosts before we get spooked. That's also the new term for the broadcast that I came up with it when making the NFTs. We get ghosts before we get spooked. And then this takes you straight to my NFT Instagram. It's official over here, you know. I'm taking a lot of the stuff that I do, I take very serious. I put hours and hours and hours into it. Whoops. And yeah. I'm just waiting for the people to recognize me. Because I take this spooky stuff serious. This is my life. This community is my life. You guys are like the church members. This is my congregation. I preach all things spooky. Still have some. Yeah, still. Barely. Should have got a new one today. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. 100 biddies on my titties. Let me see if I can add. Can you not add JPEGs? How do you add JPEGs? There we go. The stream is about to start. Let me just pull up my let me put up my NFTs on the screen. Did you guys see Halloween yet? Halloween Kills? Did you guys see it yet? If you haven't, watch it. Amazing. So good. Hey Barla, so glad that you could be here. How was your day today? Yo, what's good, bro? How you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in, man. We're about to start. I'm just putting my NFTs up on the screen so people can get a better look at them. And I like to showcase my my artwork. I love the little spooky Halloween music. I just found this video and I was like, yeah, I gotta play this. Ooh, okay, I can just keep adding images and it'll stay in the folder. That's awesome. Hey, what's good, Oscar? Oh yeah, he's got some bomb ass chili. I haven't had that in years. The last time I had his chili was like when I was visiting, right? Or was it when I was living at Joe's? I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's been too long. Let's put it that way. Bear with me. Yeah, it's Sunday. What day did you think it was? It's Sunday today. Oh yeah, you're in another completely different time zone. It's probably nowhere near Sunday right now, right? At least not close enough. One more and then we're ready. Oh, it's Monday for you. Oh, hello. Oh, that's why Mario said greetings from the past. Hey, so tell us what happens in the future. What should we look out for? My NFTs, they're up. Alright, let's get this spooky stream started. That's cool, right? Got all my NFTs up there. Yeah. Wait, am I missing an NFT? No, right? Oh, let me show the one that I just finished. I made for a client that he's also going to buy. Where is it? Here we go. This one is so fire. Look at this. It's my photographer friend, Vic Shoots. I just made this NFT for him. Look at that. The ghost is on the phone. You can't tell me that's not fire. I'm so glad that you guys could be here tonight. We're gonna get real spooky. I've got two Nuke's top 5 videos up. They're older, but it says that we have not seen it yet. So don't say we've seen it off the rip. Take some time to see more of the video, because you know sometimes certain clips he'll have them in other videos. So take some time, watch the video, and then let me know if we have seen it, because I don't think we've seen it. It's 2 of them. Yo, what's good, Frank? What's good, Oscar? What up, Soul? Oh, you're in Japan? That's awesome. What's it like living in Japan? Dude, you have to let me know. So me and my girl have been thinking about moving out of the country. And Japan was definitely on that list. Is there anywhere in Japan you can live that's cheap? and do like remote work? Is that possible to live somewhere cheap in Japan and still be kind of close to Tokyo? Man, if you give me the details, bro, if you hook me up with some knowledge on where to live in Japan, that's, you know, I don't care if it's 30 minutes from Tokyo or an hour from Tokyo. It's cheap and it's, you know, it's livable. Bro, what? Say less. Hey, babe. Babe. Yes. How do you feel about moving to Japan? Huh? How do you feel about moving to Japan? Huh? Yeah, so she'd love it. He said they got some caves for the low, no Wi-Fi. I would love to move to Japan. I would love to bring a friend with me. Yeah, the Japanese videos are always the scariest. I'm glad that you Spooky Japan's Urban Legends. I love that. SJUL. SJUL. Japan's Urban Legends is what the chat loves. But Luke, please let me know the details, because I'm like dead ass serious. Like, we're considering moving out the country, and if I can move to Japan, sheesh. Jeez, that's really early. 3 a.m. The witching hour. All right, let's do this. I like this. I'm definitely gonna bookmark this video. Look at that. NFTs. Oh wait, let me move the chat because it's on the left side for some reason. That's really early for a flight. God damn. Is this big enough or small enough? Yo, my boy Will, what's good? Love to see it, man. All the homies are in the chat right now. Hear the locals talk about it makes me shiver. Luke, I'm gonna hold you to it. I need details on living in Japan. I want to do a stream group trip to Japan. My God, would that be amazing? Have you seen the Gundam thing in Japan? I saw it last night on TikTok, and I screamed like a girl. Gundam Japan life size. Like, bro, what? Look at this. Look at this. Their culture is so much better than our culture. This is real, bro. Look at this. Ugh. There's almost nothing in here. That's cool, right? It's lit. You imagine you had this in the like the center of your city. Oh, and it moves too. It's not just a statue. I need y'all to see this. Bear with me. Wait, maybe I have the... Did I send my girl the video? Did I not like the video? I'm looking for it on my phone. Damn it, I can't find it. There's a video where he moves forward. He moves forward and he's got his guns. Oh. I'm just showing everybody the footage of Gundam, the life-size statue of the robot. That is so legit, bro. We don't have anything in America. Name something in chat that we have in America that's as dope as this in the middle of a city. Gundam. I know you're young, so you're not gonna have any idea what I'm talking about, but that's fine because I'm going to bless you. Go look up Gundam and watch the show. Alright, let's get spooky.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera, hiding under the covers. Over on the YouTube channel Austin's Vinyl Corner, this guy, whose name is Austin, uploads videos where he discusses and reviews vinyl records and talks about all things related to music collecting. Austin has never shared anything on his channel that is even remotely related to the supernatural. That is, except for one creepy video. Now in the video, Austin explains that he was sent some spooky CCTV footage by one of his co-workers who claims that her house is extremely haunted.
Let's see it.
The young woman says that late one night she was fast asleep in bed when the motion-activated CCTV camera in her bedroom captured a short video that is absolutely chilling.
Wait, why did Lincoln die? This nigga.
Didn't play this one, then I'll play the next one. This dorm right before it. With the 1 minute intervals. It's gonna play 30 seconds. Then it's gonna stop for a minute. And within a minute, this weird shit happens.
Wait, what? You imagine you're asleep. Can you imagine you're laying down, right? And you're sleeping and you open your eyes. Hey, Rhyme, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. You imagine you're sleeping, right? Laying down and you like kind of open your eyes and you look down towards your cock or vagine. And you open your eyes and there's like the covers are up and then it just goes down. Hell nah. It's not a girl, it's not a dude, it's a girl.
At first, Austin's coworker is sleeping quietly and the CCTV camera doesn't detect any movement, other than some occasional tossing and turning in bed. But then, late into the night, the camera starts to record as something moves.
Hell no.
Something that almost looks like the head of a person rising up underneath the sheets. When the woman awakes, the creepy figure vanishes into thin air.
No.
Austin's coworker claims that the video is 100% real And even Austin himself says that he doesn't believe she would even know how to fake such a creepy encounter. But let me know what you think.
The ghost.
On camera.
That ghost needs some social
Joe Corleone
distancing.
is stopped by a Houston police officer for suspicion of driving under the.
We already know these are our favorite. Because when it's off of a police's body cam footage or the patrol car footage, it's not doctored, it's not edited. I stream Warzone, Battlefield, Apex, FIFA, not that much recently, and I know I'm missing out on one. I'm definitely going to be streaming all Grand Theft Autos when they drop. You know how the trilogy's dropping? Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. We're doing a full playthrough of those games. We're going back to our childhood, baby. I'm going to be streaming Grand Theft Autos. That's FYI to chat. Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas are being remastered. Well, they've been remastered, and they drop next month. I think they drop the 12th or the 20th. I don't remember. But, yeah, I'm going to be streaming if you guys want to go back down memory lane.
Influence. Despite the fact that Joe explains that he is physically handicapped with a bad leg, the officer still forces Joe to stand for 20 minutes to take a field sobriety test. Eventually, Joe Corleone is arrested, but it should be noted here that Joe was later proven innocent in court.
Why are you making me do this? I will conduct your test, but I'm going to tell you this, that I'm handicapped. Okay. Like, you see when I license plate. Okay. I have a false leg from my hip to my knee. Okay.
Also, this police officer in the video later resigned after it was revealed that he had received multiple serious complaints of misconduct.
Fuck
For
you,
the full
bitch.
story, I highly recommend checking out the in-depth investigation over on the YouTube channel, San Joaquin Valley Transparency. When this video was posted, many YouTube viewers spotted something else in the video that was also very disturbing. Watch closely.
What the fuck? That ghost showed up to ghost this man's police officer career.
A strange figure that looks like a person seems to glide behind both Joe and the police officer at an oddly fast speed. Now, at first I thought this was simply a compression glitch caused by someone passing behind them in the dark, too far away from the camera to appear clearly. But that theory is pretty much disproven by the fact that multiple vehicles pass behind the two men, and all of them appear very well lit and highly detailed. So what do you think this dark figure is?
A ghost.
Is it something paranormal that was accidentally captured on police dashcam footage?
It's just
You decide.
gliding.
You can watch a great video breakdown of this potential ghost footage over on the YouTube channel, San Joaquin Valley Transparency. And you can see the original full-length unfair arrest over on the YouTube channel, Joe Corleone. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. The shortcut. Early one evening around 7:30 p.m. in Gothenburg, Sweden, Elin is on her way to an appointment when she decides to take a shortcut through a small
Minecraft
park in the city center. It did not go well. Elin is completely alone, and as she's walking through the park, she decides to record a video to post to her Instagram page.
Alltså det är tvärkallt och det är tvärmörkt. I morse var det typ 8 grader och nu är det -2. Jag är på väg till min psykolog nu.
Alone, and as she's walking through the park, she decides to record a video to post to her Instagram page.
Alltså det är tvärkallt och det är tvärmörkt. I morse var det typ 8 grader.
What's 8 degrees Celsius? How would that... What's that in Fahrenheit? $46 degrees. That's not bad. It's cold, but it's not that bad.
Grader och nu är det -2. Jag är på väg till min psykolog nu och han har lovat mig att kolla på Murder den här veckan och jag undrar vad han kommer ställa för diagnos på mig.
What the
Det är så jävla f***ing halt. Helt gyttjigt här i skogen.
She's on her way to her psychiatrist, and this happened. Hey, this is why I be telling people. I feel like depression is demonic energy. Cause you know how if you see the illustrations of, you know, the dark thing behind the depressed person, like latched onto them. I feel like that's what depression is. You know, in the East, they in the East, they deem a lot of psychological issues to be spiritual issues, and they do spiritual cleansings and stuff like that, and that actually helps people out. The West sees it differently. We see it more of a medical thing, when in the East, they see a lot of psychological issues to be spiritual issues.
Alltså det är tvärkallt och det är tvärmörkt. I morse var det typ 8 grader och nu är det -2. Jag är på väg till min psykolog nu och han har lovat mig att kolla på MONTERO den här veckan och jag undrar vad han kommer ställa för diagnos på mig.
Hell no, bruh. Did you guys miss it?
Jag undrar vad han kommer ställa för diagnos.
What the fuck is that? Looks like it has like a light in its forehead or something, or a crystal or something. Hell no. She's never going back to therapy again.
Och alltså, det är så jävla fucking halt. Helt gyttjigt här i skogen. Fan. Men där framme, jävla skitskog. Men.
Shortly after posting the video, Elin receives a very disturbing message from one of her friends. The friend points out that a bizarre, distorted face can be seen peeking out at Elin from behind a tree. What makes the footage even...
That face is so ugly. I hope it's not alien, because I don't want to meet them niggas if they look like this.
makes the footage...
What is that, bruh? There's like something bright at the top of the forehead. Look at how gray it is. And there's something in the tree stump. So they're on their way. Who the fuck thought it was a good idea through woods at dusk evening? Yeah, you wouldn't catch me walking through the motherfucking woods on my way to therapy. I'm probably already on meds. A lot of spirits can easily get energy from people who are feeling negative emotions. So that could be why they're found around people with depression. Yeah, because they feed off low energy. They feed off people with who. Did you guys hear that? There's this weird thing. Does you guys' TV do this random thing? Ever since we moved here, well, a couple months after we moved here, our TV will randomly turn on Netflix. Did you guys hear the thun from it turning on? Yeah, it's on. So you guys know I'm not capping. Or actually, no, the green screen's not going to let me capture it. Will it? No, it's not. Here. I'll show you. It's random. I don't know. I've gotten so used to it that I'm just like whatever about it. Hey, Purple. Thank you so much. It's spooky month. Yes, it is spooky month. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Thank you for becoming an official resident of Tokyo, Japan. All right, I'm going to show y'all. You see it, right? I can't zoom in, but it just randomly turns on Netflix and it turns on the TV. I don't know why, it just happens. I mean, there's no real explanation for it. Whoops. It just happens. It turns on Netflix randomly.
Even creepier is that at the bottom of the same tree, there's another unexplained dark figure with
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
glowing eyes.
Hey, you guys redeemed something at the same time. Hydration check. Cheers. Posture check. Maybe it's because it's connected to the same Wi-Fi. I mean, it is connected to Wi-Fi, but I just don't see why it would turn on. Hey, thank you so much. 8-month streak. That is insane. I don't even think there's a badge for that. I think it skips from 7 to 12. What the fuck is under that tree? That tree, you know, this reminds me of the Stranger Things scene where they go out to the woods looking for the Demogorgon, and you know, what's her face? Natalie? Is that her name? Babe? Huh? Is the girl from Stranger Things named Natalie? Wait. What? The girl from Stranger Things, is her name Natalie? I don't know. Well, she goes into the tree. Nancy. Do you guys remember that when she crawls into the bottom of the tree and she ends up on the other side? Nancy. The one that can't decide if she wants to date Jonathan or the guy who's a douchebag the first 2 seasons. She like walks through the tree. There's like a portal. There's an opening. She walks through it. This is what this tree is giving me, those type of vibes.
Of the same tree, there's another unexplained dark figure with glowing eyes.
What the hell,
the
bro?
eyes at the bottom of the tree could simply be an animal. But just what is that? After I reached out to Elin, she explained to me that she's a skeptic and doesn't really believe in the supernatural at all.
I want to make something very clear here. I don't believe in the paranormal. I am not scared of my own video. I think it's creepy looking, but I don't believe it to be a ghost. As for all these like ghost videos out there, I believe that there's always an explanation for them. It's just that we don't know what the explanation is.
She's never posted any paranormal videos to Instagram or to her YouTube channel.
She's so wrong for so many
and
reasons.
Just wants help in figuring out just what this strange shape could be. Elin returns to the park a day later to look around in daylight, but she doesn't find anything.
And there's nothing. There's no opening there like there was last night. It's somebody trying to reach you about your extended car warranty. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies on my titties, brother. I appreciate and love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, look, you guys have started a hype train. It's been a while since I've gone. Hey, thank you so much, Oscar, for the subscription. Subscribe with Prime. If you guys have Amazon Prime, remember, you can use your Prime subscription. You can use Prime to subscribe to my channel, and it's absolutely free. And I still get paid. Oh, this is starting to taste bad. I think I'm almost out of the vape juice. Yeah, see, okay, I'll do that on another tab because I don't want something to pop up that I can't stream. Just click on the blue crown for a free sub. There you go, guys. He said it. But I'll look it up right now because this guy says that it's actually spooky. So let's open up a new tab and away from the view of Twitch because I don't want to get in trouble. So go on YouTube, just put a period in the search bar. A single period will come up Hey, thank you, Barley the Unicorn, for the 4 biddies on my titties. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. You guys started Hype Train. We're at level 1 right now. I'm at Hype Train like a month or 2. Okay, put a period in the search bar. A single period will come up with unexplainable. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I see. What the fuck? Hold on. Hey, thank you so much, High Power, for the 7 biddies on my titties. Oh, thank you so much for the gifted tier sub to Blood Spiller. Shout out to High Power for gifting the 1 tier sub to Blood Spiller. This can't be real. Let me press play. Okay, I'm gonna press play on this, but I'm not gonna show the video because this looks like something really graphic.
Oh, you also okay.
Go fuck yourself. Are they all fucking Rick rolls? What the fuck is this, bro? What the fuck? And I didn't. You got rickrolled, and I didn't even do it on purpose. Yo, what the fuck is this? This I can show. What is this? No. Bro, what the fuck was that? I feel... You know how they have cursed images? I feel like that's a cursed video. What the fuck was that? Oh shit, what's going on? Thank you, Will, so much for gifting a tier sub to Rhyme. Rhyme, you have now a sub to my channel. Okay, Rhyme said thank you. Oh shit. Brandon, thank you so much for the 15 biddies on my titties. Thank you so much for the 117 biddies on my titties. Posture check. All right, let's make sure that I'm sitting upright. Sorry, I had the video on the left side of the screen covering the chat. What the fuck was what the fuck was this? I'm playing it again. What is this? What the fuck is that, bro? Hydration check. Cheers, mate. I'm gonna click on one more video. Oh my god, it's Peppa Pig's mom eating the dad, right? Thank you so much for the 15 biddies on my titties. What the fuck is this? I thought I made it to the weird side of YouTube. This is the weird side of, this is the side of YouTube. Oh shit. Thank you for the 113 biddies on my titties. Thank you for the 4 biddies on my titties. Thank you for... Alright, yeah. That's enough of that. I don't want no curse videos in my house. What the fuck was that? You received level 1 hype train emote. Hey! We got hype train level 1 complete. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Curly, on my titties. Thank you for the 113 biddies. Thank you for the 4 biddies on my titties. Thank you for the 15 biddies on my titties. Emotes are being delivered to your supporters. You guys have emotes for the hype train. I don't know what the fuck that was, bro. I don't know what the fuck. I just pictured you sitting there looking at your screen. What the fuck was that shit? Ooh, I have to add my NFTs as emotes. Oh, I so have to do that because they're ghosts. It matches. It's a spooky stream.
Thing that could explain what she captured on camera. She says that raccoons and possums are incredibly rare in Sweden and certainly don't usually show up in a city center park.
I think it was this tree. And for everyone claiming there's a den here, there's no den here. There's no den at all.
Oh, so she speaks English now? Hey, thank you so much for the 100 biddies on my titties. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. Look at all the hype and love in chat right now. It's lit. Let me take a picture of this. Get a picture of this. Hey, okay, so let me do a quick breakdown, right? So, don't leave the fucking chat. I'm about to explain something very important. I want to change your motherfucking life, okay? Cryptocurrency. You all know what it is, right? Cryptocurrency, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Shiba, you know, all that, right? Thank you so much for the 1 biddy on my 1 titty. So, you guys know what cryptocurrency is, right, chat? Type yes if you do, or type a Y. Y for yes, okay? So, crypto, right? So, NFTs, you can, because a lot of people are DMing me all day, hey, what's the NFT? How can I buy NFT? You know, what is an NFT? What does it stand for? It's a non-fungible token. Crypto, all right. Lil Stricken said no. So crypto is basically digital money, right? Cryptocurrency is digital money. If you purchase cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Shiba, whatever, Ethereum, whatever, you now have money on the internet. It's there forever, right? An NFT is this. This is an NFT. These are NFTs, right? I made these myself. If you have crypto, you can pay for the NFTs that are right here. I just turned myself into an NFT. You can buy these NFTs, right? So throughout the week, I will be releasing more NFTs at a lower price, like 30, 40, 50 bucks, right? Once you buy that NFT, what happens over time, once my NFTs get hype, these NFTs are going to go from being 50, 40 bucks to 5, 6, 7, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 fucking dollars, right? You hold one of these, right? You hold. It's called holding. You own it, right? Holding means you have not sold it to someone else because it went up in value $100. You're like, oh, I bought it for 50. Now it's worth, 350. I'm selling it, which you can if you want. I don't advise to, and here's why, right? If let's say you buy the clown here, right? They don't fluctuate in value just like crypto, actually, which is the great thing about NFTs. If you've got a solid community, the value stays up. The only way the value fluctuates really high and really low is if you are a scam, like an NFT. Fuck, I just blanked out. Okay, there was a very popular NFT that came out, right? Tons and tons of people bought it. The guy cashed out all the money and left. So now people own these NFTs, but there's no real value because there's no more creator. Maybe there's value because they were at once like really popular, but the guy cashed out on $3 million and said, see ya. I mean, it's not a scam. It was a cash and grab. But this here is for the long term. I'm going to be fucking 70 making NFTs. So if you buy one of my NFTs and when the hype builds up, right? When it builds up, let's say you bought like the blonde wig NFT right there, Spooky Gwen or Spooky Hendrix or Lee or me, the one with the long pink wig. And let's say you bought it right now at $50. If next month the value of my NFTs is at $100,000, you can sell that NFT at $100,000 fucking dollars. I did this for my community. That's why I could have done any other design. There's so many other things. You can ask my creative friends who know what I be doing on my spare time. I have folders and folders full of designs that I've created that I've never published because they just don't like. I'm just like, nah, I'm going to keep that in a folder. I did this for the stream. I'm giving you guys something of value. If you get one of my NFTs, at the starting low price, once it builds up hype, Porsche knows what I'm talking about. She's in the chat right now. The PXO. Once it builds up hype, you can sell. And that's for you. I don't have anything else to do with that. Once you buy it, I get 10% royalties. So what's 10% of, like, let's say you sell it at $50,000. I don't know what 10% of $50,000 is, but I'm sure it's not like a, let me see. I always have to Google stuff. Okay, so $5,000. I would get $5,000. You would get $45,000. But yeah, that's just something to think about. Just don't miss out while it's still early. It's still very, very, very early. Because if you go on and you post, oh, I just bought an NFT or I make NFTs, people are going to ask you, what the fuck is an NFT? It's good. You know when to start and invest into something? When people are asking questions, what's an NFT? You know when you're late? When everyone knows what an NFT is. That's when you're late. I'm ahead of the curve right now. There's still people making NFTs. There's still people starting NFTs. So that's just something to think about. I did it for my community. I fucking love everything that's spooky. We're gonna have Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Hellraiser, Freddy. Think of any horror character. We're gonna turn them into a ghost. We're gonna have dead fish. I have a dead fish collection I want to make of different fishes from the sea, but dead, just their skeleton. And it's gonna have quotes from it's gonna say I can't feel the waves anymore. I'm going too much into detail about the NFT, but yeah. Let's keep it going.
Oh, and not by this tree either. As you can see, there are skyscrapers down there. So for everyone saying it's a lynx, like, no, we don't have lynx here. We don't have bears. We don't have raccoons. See all the wildlife here? All the bears and
I like how she's like, no, 50 is not the minimum. The ones that are rolling out this week are lower than 50. You see how she's like, there's no bears, there's no lynx, there's skyscrapers. There's no possible explanation for something natural to have been behind that tree, and then follows it with, I don't believe in the supernatural. Like, I just realized I'm floating up here. I shouldn't be. Like, okay, woman, you're making no sense. So then there's a possibility it was supernatural, right? Boo.
And lynx. Oh my god. Can't believe there's so much wildlife here. It's like I'm in Yosemite.
So, what do you think? Could this
Fuck
be
that.
something paranormal? Could it be a creepy creature? And perhaps the most disturbing question of all, why does this strange thing seem to have long dark hair, like a person? Whispering in church. Over on the channel Urbex Hill, YouTuber Christopher Hill is back with another urban exploration of a creepy old abandoned church in Cleveland, Ohio. This time, Chris is exploring an old Lutheran church that was built back in 1940. The church has been abandoned for over 15 years, but it has somehow remained in fairly good condition, free from any vandalism or graffiti. Chris carefully and respectfully makes his way through the large building, recording the elegant architecture of the church interior. He finds furniture and belongings that date back to the 1980s, and even some pieces from the 1950s.
That's so cool.
But as he climbs the stairs to the second floor of the abandoned church, he hears some very strange sounds that stop him in his tracks.
Wait. What do you play?
Did you hear it? The baffled explorer explains in his video that he hears something strange as he climbs the stairs to the second floor.
Do you guys think
But
it's
he's not-
real? To me, it sounds like added audio. It doesn't sound like it's coming from the video. It sounds like someone took a clip of audio and put it into the video.
Not sure just what the sound might be. So I decided to enhance the audio from this section. Now watch the clip again and listen closely.
Maybe it's real. I don't know.
A mysterious childlike voice can be heard saying, "Can you help me?" And then seconds later, what sounds like the voice of an older woman seems to whisper, "It's a test." Chris has no idea what he just captured and continues on with his exploration on the second floor of the creepy
Maybe
church.
they had Sunday school.
Then much later, when he comes back to the same staircase again to head back down, it happens again. This time a voice can be heard whispering something. And again I enhanced the audio, but this time I'm not able to make out just what is being said. It almost sounds like multiple voices whispering all at once. Listen again and let me know in the comments if you can make out anything that the creepy voices are saying.
It does sound added on, right? So I'm not tripping. It sounds added on to me.
Chris eventually leaves the church having no idea what he just captured on camera. But after he uploads his video to YouTube, things take a very creepy turn. Viewers of his channel point out to Chris that he might not have been alone
Or maybe it's
in
not,
the
I
old
don't know.
church.
I don't know.
While Chris did hear the strange sounds and whispering, he didn't see this.
Wait, what? I didn't see anything.
A huge dark figure can be seen standing in a room at the end of the hallway.
Oh,
Chris turns to
shit.
film close-ups of the church's stained glass windows, and when he pans back, the large, mysterious figure is gone.
What the fuck is that? You imagine if it was the nun from the movie The Nun?
So did Chris capture voices and an apparition of spirits that haunt?
Now that's a bitch that creeped me out. Have you guys ever seen The Nun? Hell no. To the no. And it's crazy because the actor who plays the nun looks like the nun. At least she does to me. No, hell no, bro. If I couldn't wake up next to someone that literally looks like the character. No disrespect to her. She looks like a reptilian. I'm not even gonna cap. That's a reptilian, bro. And she got green eyes. Let me see. Let me guess. You were born in a small town that nobody knows about. American actress and writer. She is best known for roles as the bum in Mulholland Drive, Princess Diaries 2. Where is she from? Oh, fucking A. Oh my God, that fucking every motherfucking time, bruh. Fuck no. I not think. Oh, I haven't, but I've been meaning to. Oh, okay, I haven't, but I've been meaning to. You should watch The Nun. It's good. But that lady looks like the actual nun from the movie. Oh wait, did I even pull up the picture? Yeah, bruh. Fuck that shit. Nope. It's perfect because I think they played with her look and they added it to the character. That movie was fire, bro. Go watch The Nun.
The old church? You decide. You can watch this full video and many more of Chris's explorations over on his YouTube channel, Urbex Hill. The Haunted Ranch. Mexican ghost hunter Crisel Luna and a friend travel to an abandoned ranch in a small town in Jalisco, Mexico. Crisel talks to a local man named Salvador who is part of a work crew that is remodeling the property. Salvador tells the two investigators that all of the workers believe the ranch to be extremely haunted, and they have even found human remains on the site. The workers claim to have experienced many strange things while working at the ranch. They've heard strange, unexplained sounds in the property's warehouse. They've heard footsteps going up the stairs to the second floor. And many even claim that they have seen the apparition of an elderly woman wandering the grounds. Crisel and her friend began their investigation on the second floor and soon begin to experience strange activity.
Let's see it.
Y yo quiero iniciar esta investigación subiendo por estas escaleras que son de las que él nos hablaba. Unas escaleras por las que escuchaban que una persona de madrugada subía, se escuchaban los pasos, como ahora los míos. Y dicen que siempre al llegar al último escalón, dejaban de escucharse, como si esa entidad ya no quisiera llegar hasta este espacio. Ay, que la verdad es bastante escabroso. Vean que tiene algunas
Is she by herself?
habitaciones. Vamos a iniciar por esta. Vamos a ver qué es lo que hay aquí. Se ve que hay algunos muebles antiguos que ya están llenos de tierra, que ya están... ¡Ay! No, ¿viste? Melissa se movió. Sí, se movió.
Oh no, she's with a friend.
Pero ya acabamos de llegar, sí estaba moviendo, ¿verdad? Yo vi como que se movió esto.
The two investigators make their way down into an old warehouse that is being used as a storage area. They find dust-covered furniture, discarded building materials, and even an old broken-down truck.
Ooh.
And then things start to get a bit weird.
It's
While
Mater.
exploring the dark and dusty warehouse, Griselle gets a very creepy feeling. She says that it almost feels like they are being followed by something. And Griselle's bad feeling soon turns much worse.
Y acá se ve una bodega. A ver, vamos a entrar.
Old
aquí.
furniture is
Ay,
very
Dios, aquí
creepy.
se siente la temperatura mucho.
Oh, it's colder.
Dios mío, ¿qué será? Un gato, un perro, ¿qué anda?
You motherfucker. You know what? You're not the motherfucker. I set myself up. I set myself up putting that shit on the soundboard. My heart literally went to my asshole. I thought someone was fucking knocking at. I set myself up with those, dude. 100%.
Aquí. ¿Quién anda ahí? Ay, ay, ay. Está horrible. A ver, vamos a ver. Vamos a avanzar. ¡Ay! Estoy escuchando ruidos. ¿Quién anda ahí? ¿Sabes qué? Yo siento que alguien nos está siguiendo. Siento de verdad desde hace ya un rato, Melissa, como algo viene pegado a mi espalda, pero siento que algo está jugando con nosotros. ¿Qué habrá ahí? Yo siento que ahí se escuchó el ruido, ¿eh? Ay. Hola. ¿Quién eres? Ay, como una mujer. Ay, escucha, escucha, escucha. Se escuchan ruidos, como si alguien caminara ahí. Ay, no, vámonos, vámonos. Pero eso fue muy claro y como un lamento, como si alguien estuviera llorando. ¿Quién anda ahí? ¿Necesitas ayuda? ¿Quién eres? Una sombra, ahí atrás, ahí atrás. Ay, ay. Ay, vámonos, vámonos. Ay, no, pero es que quiero ir a ver quién es.
The two investigators hear the sounds of something moving in the dark storage area. And then they hear disturbing moans that sound like a woman quietly weeping. Griselle and her friends start to regret their decision to come to the haunted farm at all, and they decide to end their investigation with a prayer. And that's when things take a terrifying turn.
Acabamos de hacer una oración por todas estas almas o por la entidad que se encuentra aquí, porque hemos sido testigo y es muy impactante
so
lo
much
que hemos
shit in
vivido
the air in that
dentro
place.
de este sitio,
That can't be
donde
healthy.
sé que hay almas en pena o probablemente solo una que está aquí y que es la que se ha manifestado. Esta oración fue para ti y para todas las demás entidades que se encuentran aquí. Yo creo que es momento de retirarnos porque...
Oh,
¡Ay, no mames,
shit.
no mames, no mames! ¡Ay! ¡Ay, güey! ¡No mames! Yo vi algo, vamos, ven. Ven, ven, ven. Algo se asomó aquí. Ven, por favor, algo. Córrele, córrele, córrele. ¡Ay! ¡Ay! No mames, ¿qué hay aquí? Córrele, Meli, ven. ¡Ay, no mames! Es que yo aquí vi que se asomó algo, te lo juro. ¡Ay, quién anda aquí! ¿Quién anda aquí? Yo ya no sé. De verdad. No, no hay nada. Ay. No, vámonos ya. Vámonos con cuidado. Es momento de irnos.
A shadowy figure with dark hair and pale shoulders rises from behind the truck's cabin. Now, to her credit, Griselle fearlessly rushes over to investigate, nearly tripping on the old boards covering the storage room floor. But there's no one there. The two friends have finally had enough, and
Kinda
they
iffy
decide to
about this
just get
one.
out of there. So, are the stories about the ranch true? Does a dark female spirit roam the property? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You
I vote
decide.
elaborate hoax.
You can find this full investigation over on the YouTube channel, Griselle Luna.
Do you guys vote elaborate hoax? I voted elaborate hoax for that last one.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Found footage. Paranormal investigator Joe from the YouTube channel Afterlife Paranormal Investigations is joined by his friend Rob as they explore a creepy abandoned farmhouse in Brownstown, Michigan. The guys are hoping to have a paranormal encounter, But first, they capture a very strange encounter with an angry bee.
There's this fly that... Is that a fly or a beetle? Keeps coming near my light. Oh, it's a bee, dude. Bee. I know, dude.
You know what I've noticed? A lot of these people don't ever wear masks, and you should definitely be wearing masks in these old buildings with asbestos.
It's like, leave us alone.
You don't take a ghost home, you're gonna take pulmonary problems home.
I can hear it, dude. It sounds
As they investigate, they start to pick up some very bizarre K2 EMF readings.
Dude, where did that bee go? Oh my god, dude. K2. It is going out of control.
But then, the two investigators capture something without even knowing. Something they just can't explain.
Alright, we're getting ready to check out the upstairs and see if we can even stand on these floors, but it looks sketchy. That bee, dude, is not like leaving us alone. This bee keeps trying to attack us.
Okay, so thank you, Rhyme. I'm not going to discredit the investigation, but I am going to discredit that moment. You're not supposed to have a bunch of electronics next to the EMF meter. You're not supposed to do that, because the EMF you're going to get is from the electronics. Mesothelioma? Oh, mesothelioma. Yeah, like wear a mask when you go to these places. They don't maybe 2 out of the dozens of videos we've seen, the investigators are wearing face masks, and I think it's maybe not 2, maybe 5 or 6, and I think most of the time it's the Korean videos.
I wish we had some spray to kill it. Man.
This really can pop up.
You good, dude? There it is.
Did you see it?
Oh shit.
A strange mist or smoke-like apparition seems to form right in front of them. Oddly enough, the two investigators can't even see it.
I see it.
Joe later explained that he had no idea what he had just captured.
It's
and to
right
his
there.
great regret, he just stopped recording, completely unaware of the amazing evidence that he was capturing on camera. So just what do you think this odd dark mist could be? Let me know. You can check out this full investigation over on Joe's YouTube channel, Afterlife Paranormal Investigations. A turn for the worse. Paranormal investigators Kuram and Shahid from the YouTube channel Saya Official travel to an abandoned farmhouse in Punjab, Pakistan that is said to be extremely haunted by an evil entity. The entire property is haunted, but especially one particular tree that seems to trigger aggressive supernatural activity when approached. The man says that 3 of his children mysteriously became very ill after they had been playing underneath the tree. Their hands and feet became locked in a twisted, painful position, and they couldn't move them.
Of course, it's from South Florida. Why not cut it down? Because it's blowing all that shit into the air.
The farm owner also became ill and suffered the exact same fate. His hands and feet became twisted in pain. The helpless, terrified
Posture
family
check.
soon deserted the farmhouse and just never returned. Khurram and Shahid were called in to investigate the extreme haunting of the farm. Now, just so you know what's going on, the loud aerial noise that can be heard in this footage is explained by Khurram and Shahid to be the sounds of a Muslim religious event that is taking place in the same month they are investigating. So, when the two friends begin exploring the property, it doesn't take long before they start to experience the alleged extreme haunting for themselves.
ये देखें अस्तगफिरुल्लाह अल्लाहु अकबर यार पूरा उधर जाके
Wait,
देखो
is that car just moving?
यार खुरम
There's no one there. Holy crap, this looks like the scene out of As
यार
Above, So
खुरम ये
Below.
पहले इसका आगे वाला बोनर हिला है ये देखो दोबारा दरवाजा बंद हो गया फिर दरवाजा बंद हो गया खुरम यार अल्लाहु अकबर ये देखें
Oh shit.
ये खिड़की खुली हुई है मुझे लग रहा है ये हवा की क्रॉसिंग की वजह ये देखें असल में हवा की क्रॉसिंग हो रही है जिसकी वजह से ना
यार खुरम ये मेरे पीछे पता नहीं क्या चीज़ आके लगी है
A car sitting on the farm's property begins to shake on its own and something heavy is thrown and hits Shahid in the back.
इसकी वजह से ना
They don't know it yet, but things are just going to get worse from here.
Ooh, it's gonna get worse.
ओए
Oh shit.
अल्लाह यार खुरम
Like, this stuff's not faked. Like, it's an object in the middle of the room moving. None of them moved it.
यार ये इसकी आवाज़ आई थी
यार ये पलटी है यहाँ पड़ी हुई थी
हाँ इधर पड़ी हुई थी
A wooden hay cart is flipped into the air and falls violently.
Fuck
Two
that.
investigators are shocked, but they continue to explore the area. What happens next is just bizarre.
ओ ये देखें खुरम ये देखें ये सिंक भी टूटा हुआ है आवाज़ आई है खुरम इधर से
Wait.
हाँ
Is
जी
it-
Did you see it? Shahid looks into an old dirty mirror when he hears a sound and the two investigators turn around. But Shahid's reflection doesn't move.
What
His
the
own face seems to be staring back at him as he turns and moves toward the unexplained sound. Completely unaware of what just happened, Shahid and Khurram set out to find the source of the mysterious
Yo,
noise.
what?
क्या
Source of the completely unaware back at him as he turns and moves toward the unexplained. His own face
You can't casually just pass over this detail.
seems to be staring back at him as he turns and moves toward the unexplained sound.
Yo, the fucking camera and flashlight that he's holding moved, but not his face. This is getting spooky. This is getting real spooky. Look, I'll play it back.
His own
You guys see it? There's the light, and the camera's like like no, that's his phone. He's recording with the light on, right? So pay attention to the phone.
face seems to be staring back at him as he turns and moves toward the unexplained sound.
mean, I could do that with an app too, but I guess it's now we would base it on, do you believe it's a haunting or not? Because I can do like 80% of what happens in these hauntings, I can recreate with programs. But that's assuming that these people would know how to use these programs. It's assuming that these people went and took the footage and edited the footage. So if like, I get what you guys are saying, but we could what if all day is like, oh, well, what if they edit? Well, we're not going to know. We won't know if these people edited the footage and did things in programs after the footage. I don't think it's an electric mirror because this is the same house with the same objects for the past 20 years, right? That's what they said. It was abandoned.
Completely unaware what just happened, Shahid and Karam set out
I don't know. That seems pretty real to me, but who knows?
to find the source of the mysterious noise.
क्या आप अपनी मौजूदगी का एहसास दोबारा दिला सकते हैं?
क्या आप बगैर नुकसान पहुंचाए?
शाहिद,
क्या हुआ खुरम?
इधर से किसी ने झांका है.
इधर से?
शाहिद, इधर से किसी ने झांका है. इधर से कोई देख रहा था.
The two investigators ask for the dark presence to appear, and they get exactly what they wish for.
Oh,
A strange figure can be seen throwing something at the team from the other side of the property. When they run over, there's no one there. The creepy apparition has simply disappeared. The team decides to split up, and Shahid goes into one of the old farm buildings and heads upstairs.
Yeah, the ghost
He sets up a
orbs.
static camera
I see those.
and lies down on an old bed frame. It did not go well.
Wait, what? First of all, I'm screaming like a little bitch. I can take certain levels of, you know, the paranormal, but you flipping me off a bed? What the fuck, bro?
The heavy bed frame suddenly flips over, throwing Shahid to the floor.
That
The
shit him
terrifying
in the
frame
face,
suddenly
right?
flips over, throwing Shahid.
Oh, that metal fixture just bopped him right in the face. That shit said, "He toma." Here's part 2 of this shit.
The heavy bed frame suddenly
off.
flips over, throwing Shahid to the floor. The terrified investigator just gets up and makes a run for it. After this horrifying experience, the team decides they've pretty much had enough, and they decide to call it a night. Now, real or not, the metal frame of that bed and Shahid's weight combined would have been extremely heavy and difficult to lift off the floor. So this footage is without a doubt incredibly strange.
Right in the mouth, bro. Yeah, that shit almost hit him in the jugular, but it hit him right in the mouth. You can see the facial expression that he got hit in the mouth.
Difficult to lift off the floor. So this footage is without a doubt incredibly strange and very creepy. I'm not sure I have an explanation,
Oof.
but maybe you do. Is it real, or is it all just a very elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch this full 2-part series over on the YouTube channel, Saya Official. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught
Wake up,
something
bitch.
great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Meanwhile, on TikTok. Anonymous TikTok user Haunted Wesley Manor claims that he works as a building maintenance man for a large apartment complex that was built in the late 1700s. Now, back in those days, the basement of the building contained cheap live-in apartments for hundreds of poor occupants. But now, after years of restorations and remodeling, the basement is left empty and abandoned. TikTok user Haunted Wesley Manor says that many of his co-workers and even current residents of the building have heard and seen some very
Wake
strange
up, go to
things.
sleep.
In fact, after many residents started reporting that they heard crying, giggling, and even screaming coming from the basement, the anonymous TikTok user and building maintenance man was forced to start checking out the creepy basement for intruders on a regular basis.
Spooky
He records
time of
his
the
experiences
month.
and shares them on
wake up.
TikTok.
Spooky time of the month.
His curious TikTok followers believe that the spirits of restless children might actually haunt the basement, and they request that the TikTok user leave a toy in the basement. So he does, and that's when things get truly bizarre.
Uh-oh.
I brought a little toy. Hopefully the ghost likes it. I think it's a child. I'm hearing a lot of stuff down here. No.
The toy truck suddenly turns on as if someone or something touched it.
Oh,
After this
shit.
creepy experience, the activity in the basement only seems to intensify. The TikToker begins to hear movements and giggling when he goes down on his daily inspections. And then, one day, he captures something downright chilling.
Oh.
A young child can be seen peeking at the frightened TikToker from behind a wall, and then the video cuts out. So, is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate TikTok hoax?
That's a real kid, bro.
You decide. In another video, TikTok user Maddie Bark believes that a dark entity followed her home after she went on a paranormal investigation at a cemetery. She says that she's seen something strange in her yard on a regular basis, and that whatever it is, it appears to be getting closer and closer to her house. One night, she's shocked when something appears right at her front door.
Oh,
Maggie?
shit.
Maggie? Oh my god. Maggie? Who is the fuck? Oh my god. Did he just move? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Is he out there?
You're gonna open the door?
Do you see anything? No, I don't see anything.
Why would you... Opening the door... I guess people don't watch enough scary movies. Physically opening the door when there is an entity on the other side of the door is literally allowing the entity to now enter your home, because that's what it takes that gesture as. Like, oh no, they're just checking out where I'm at. No, they go, oh, they literally have opened the door for me. I'm coming in. Why would you open the door? Bro, what the fuck was that? What is that?
Maggie? Maggie? Oh my god. Maggie? Who?
Is that a... It looks like it has like this loud, like long face with a long open mouth.
Maggie? Maggie? Oh my god. Maggie?
See? It looks like a burn victim or something. How hard is it to not go check things? Seriously, bruh. You know how much scares I've avoided in my life by just not checking it out? Like, or just playing it off like, whatever. I'm just gonna pretend that didn't happen. This is what Darwin meant about weakest links. Yo, facts. It also moves off the steps to the side, and there's railings on both sides of this. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Maggie? Oh my god.
It's like this fucked up, like, you see the neck? You see this line right here? And then, like, what is this? It, like, curves down, right? And then it's got, like, this long jaw or long mouth.
Maggie?
See, kind of just, like, almost looks like a dinosaur.
Who is... Oh my god.
Oh, that's mist. That's an entity. I thought it was like a physical thing. It's the neighbor that survived the house fire. I thought it was like a physical thing. You see when it goes to the right, you can see mist.
Maggie? Oh my god. Maggie? Who is it?
You see it? How it turned less defined and it turned more misty and it went towards the right.
Oh my god.
It just floated off to the right. There's rails.
Did it just move?
You can't walk
oh my
off.
god, oh my god, oh my god.
See, look, rail to the left, rail to the right. That's what you get, bro. Going to a cemetery.
Here, close.
Nope.
It looked like it turned and walked away. The only place it could have gone is through this.
This is good footage. This is legit footage.
A pale, translucent figure can be seen looking into the window of Maddie's front door. It then seems to move to the side and suddenly disappear into thin air.
That's one fucked
Maddie
up
and her
face.
sister open the front door, but no one there. What makes this footage even stranger is that there's nowhere for this mysterious figure to have gone. There are several steps up and a tall guardrail right beside the door. So again, is it real?
Hell no,
As always,
bro.
I leave it up to you to decide.
Well, we've decided.
3 haunted houses. YouTube user MegaSquirrel64 Gamer has his entire YouTube channel dedicated to gaming videos and occasional vlogs. But
Oh
there's
shit.
one
You know what, Frank? You're right. That did kind of look like it could have been a Dementor.
video on his channel that's very different. In the video, the YouTuber explains that his dad got a delivery and opened the front door to receive it. On the door, there's a security camera, which is now filming the inside of the house, near the living room. The camera captures something downright.
You know what? Yeah, Dementors have fucked up faces. What the fuck? I literally just described this. The long jaw and the weird shaped head. And the line right here. Bro, was she visited by a real life Dementor? Ugh. They suck the happiness away from you. Has everyone in chat seen Harry Potter? If you haven't, you should. One of the greatest series of all time. You're fucking stupid. Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Harry Potter is the best. Expelliarmus.
Right, chilling.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Did you see it? YouTube user MegaSquirrel64 Gamer explains that his mom and dad were the only ones present during the recording of this video. So, just who or what is sitting on the couch next to his mom? The gamer has no idea what this bizarre apparition could be, and to this day, the video remains unexplained. But what do you think this might be? Let me know down in the comments.
What the
In another video of an alleged haunted house, Sylvia C. from England says that she's been dealing with aggressive poltergeist activity ever since she played around with a Ouija board.
There you go.
Hi guys, I've just put a camera on. There's a lot of activity tonight in the kitchen. Keeps banging that cupboard door.
That thing is here to
It just
stay.
happens all the time. Don't know what to do.
Sylvia says that the house she lives in was built on top of an old British coal mine. She now fears that whatever dark spirit she unleashed during her Ouija board session might be trying to harm her.
That plate's moving. That plate.
Holy shit.
I'm scared to go in the kitchen in case it comes out. It's me. Can you see that?
You know, be fucked up as if it
moving.
touches the knives. Then yeah, you need to. Oh shit, bruh.
Just broke that plate. Oh my god, guys. Spirit in the kitchen, why did you do that?
As the strange activity only seems to intensify, Sylvia starts to set up static cameras around her house.
This is real, bro. That's real paranormal activity.
The kitchen cabinet slams shut with such force that it appears to shake the entire kitchen. Another night, and the terrifying activity starts up again. Sylvia, understandably, starts to freak out just a bit.
Hi guys, the activity in the kitchen. Guys, I heard things happening in the kitchen again. That cutlery's moving. I saw that tin was moving. I saw that tin move. Oh my god, that one's just moved. Spirit in the kitchen. Why are you moving things again? I better get out.
I don't know, darling. Maybe it was the fucking Ouija board.
Cutlery, please don't throw a knife. Spirit, oh my god, let's just shut that door. Washing machine. Oh, spirit in the kitchen. What? Oh no, guys, let's just move that chair.
I'm sorry, but her voice is terrible.
Guys, I can't take it. Oh god, guys, I'm so scared.
But nothing prepares Sylvia for what happens next.
Yo, she looks like Momo.
Cutlery's moving.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
A sharp knife flies from the countertop and lands very near her feet. Sylvia says that she is now worried for her safety. She is currently trying to move to a new home. You can watch even more creepy videos of the terrifying activity in Sylvia's home over on her YouTube channel, Sylvia C. This next creepy video was sent in to me by a Nukes Top 5 viewer. However, the source of the mysterious footage is unknown. So the story goes that the residents of a house are being tormented by terrifying poltergeist activity. In an attempt to capture proof of the strange events, they leave a camera running overnight. What they catch on camera is absolutely terrifying.
That's a lot of footage to go over. Okay, the light turned on. That's nothing. Something just unfocused the lens. Oh shit. What is that? This thing is just being petty. I can't read that. Puts the light up to the paper. Oh. What was that? What the fuck?
I probably don't need to ask, but did you see it? Objects on the table appear to be moving on their own and a light slowly bends over. But then, for just a split second, some bizarre dark shape appears to be standing at the table. The figure only appears for 2 frames of video and then seems to become translucent before disappearing completely. A few seconds later, and the figure can be seen again, this time in the kitchen. Now, I'm certainly not saying that this is 100% real paranormal footage, and without the original source, we'll never know. But it's definitely very creepy.
Yeah, trying to start a
Devil's
fire.
backbone. YouTuber Luis Manuel Mote from the YouTube channel Terror al Extremo travels to El Espinazo del Diablo, which translates to the Devil's Backbone. The road is one of the most dangerous highways in Mexico. The motorway is infamous for its treacherous curves, sudden ravines, and steep climbs and drops between mountains. Undeniably, the road has seen its fair share of tragic accidents, and the highway is believed to be very haunted. Luis is joined by his friend and cameraman Odin as they explore several abandoned buildings on the Devil's Road. Soon after they arrive, Luis begins to explain to the audience where they are. Little do the two men know that they have already captured something very strange.
Ok, pues ya estamos aquí dentro de este lugar. Vamos a ver, ¿no? Es que de verdad sí estoy sugestionado. Venimos con un poco de miedo. Pero bueno, vamos a ver qué encontramos en este lugar. Se presenta detrás de cámaras su amigo Dean, familia. Y su amigo y servidor, Luis Manuel. Su amigo Dean, familia. Y su amigo y servidor.
A pale figure can be seen walking in the distance, barely visible on camera. Now it should be noted the two friends are in a remote area, far away from any cities or towns, which makes this capture even more bizarre. As they begin their exploration and walk through one of the abandoned structures, the two are spooked by something they can't explain.
Oh shit.
Uy, fue atrásito de nosotros. Patearon algo, ¿no? Sí. Pero no había nada. Solamente esta lata. No inventes.
Diana, te amo. Diana, te amo. Ese es de saber. I can't read this shit. 100% amor puro.
No inventes, ya me saqué de onda, Es que allá arriba no hay ni para dónde se echen a correr. Si es que hay vivos aquí. Mira, hay una casita ahí abajo. Yo creo que ha de ser baño.
What?
No hay una casita ahí abajo. Yo creo que ha de ser baño.
That was a moan.
Mira, hay
100%.
una casita ahí abajo. Yo creo que ha de ser baño.
That moan would have sent me running.
Mira, hay una casita ahí abajo. Yo creo que ha de ser baño.
Yeah, I'd be running right now.
Odin.
Back to the car. Like zoink, Scoob. I'm about to make a bomb-ass dinner. Some salmon, mashed potatoes, salad. We need to see more hauntings where people get... where they interact with the ghost physically. Now that's content.
Pero güey, no hay nada aquí.
A can falls on its own, and soon after, an eerie moan can be heard just before a door slams shut. Luis and Odin begin to get the feeling that they're not alone, and someone or something is following them. Their suspicions are soon confirmed when they witness something with their own eyes. something.
I just
chilling.
realized I randomly said I'm making dinner. Sorry about that.
¿Qué soy yo de ese lado? Por arriba. ¿Alguien se oyó por atrás? ¿Qué será? No sé.
Hay algo en el árbol, ¿ya viste? Alúmbrale,
Sí.
al 100.
¿Ya lo viste?
Oh shit.
¿Sí lo agarraste? Alcancé a verlo, pero se lo por ahí.
Another moan can be heard coming from somewhere out of the darkness. Then they both see a pale figure walking in the distance near the ruins of some abandoned structures. When they explore the area, they find nothing and no one. So did Luis and Odin capture the paranormal activity that people claim has been haunting the Devil's Backbone Highway? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch this full investigation and many more creepy videos over on the YouTube channel Terror al Extremo. Thanks for watching. By the way, there's a video that some of you might not have seen because it was taken down for a bit over a week because of a weird copyright thing. But the copyright thing is all worked out now and the video's back up. So if you haven't seen it, check it out.
I don't know, man. That's
Today's
kinda
story has a
questionable.
big twist at the end that has fascinated the internet.
That's the wrong one.
Share with you 3 progressively more disturbing stories, and at the end of each of them, I will share the photo that is famously associated with them. But before we get into today's stories, if you're a fan of the strange, dark, and mysterious delivered in story format, then you've come to the right course. Subscribe to our today's living near
Blackfist.
In 2009, Rebecca Aylward was a 14-year-old girl living near Bridgend, Wales. She was very close with her mother and her younger siblings. She was a model student, and she was well-liked amongst her peers. That year, she began spending more and more time with a boy in her grade, 14-year-old Josh Davies, who, like her, was a model student and
It's
had many
always a
friends.
boy.
In October of that year, Rebecca's mother asked her if Josh was her boyfriend, and she said yes. Even though she knew her daughter was a bit young to be in a serious relationship, she'd spent enough time around Josh to form a very high opinion of him. He was incredibly kind and generous and protective of Rebecca, and so she was happy for the two of them. In January of the following year, Josh was allowed to stay over for the weekend at Rebecca's house, and Rebecca's mother remembers the two of them having such a good time together, goofing around with Rebecca's younger siblings and painting each other's nails. When Josh left at the end of that weekend, he told Rebecca that it had been the best weekend of his life. After he left, Rebecca couldn't stop smiling. She was in love. But later that day, Rebecca received a very surprising text message from Josh. He told her he didn't want to be in a relationship with her anymore. Rebecca was crushed, and she tried to get an answer out of Josh as to why he wanted to break it off, but he didn't give her one, and instead he began spreading horrible rumors about her at school, and then he went around to all of her friends and told them what a horrible person she was. And so for the rest of that school year, that's how it went. Josh just continued to mercilessly bully Rebecca for no reason. And then behind closed doors, Josh would tell his friends that he not only hated Rebecca, that he wanted to kill Rebecca. But none of his friends took it seriously. In fact, one of his friends even told Josh that if he ever killed Rebecca, he would buy him breakfast. Fast forward to the end of 2010 when the next school year began, and Josh's behavior completely changed. Suddenly, he was being nice and caring to Rebecca and showing a genuine interest in her, and Rebecca, even though this guy had abused her for the past better part of a year, she secretly still loved him, and so before long, she allowed him back into her life. About a month later, on the evening of October 22nd, Josh sent Rebecca a Facebook message asking her if she would meet him the following day in the woods near their home. This was a popular hangout spot for teens, and so to Rebecca, this constituted a date. This would be the first official date since their breakup nearly a year ago, and so Rebecca was excited and told him, sure, I'd love to go. And so the next day, Rebecca got up early to put on her makeup and to get ready and get dressed, and then after she was all dolled up, she said bye to her mom and she headed out to meet up with Josh. Shortly after she left, Rebecca's mom got a bad feeling about this meetup, and so she called her daughter and said, hey, stay on the phone with me until you see Josh. And so the two of them chatted until Rebecca made her way to the edge of the woods, and then she says to her mom, "Oh, I can see Josh, he's walking towards me. Everything is totally fine. I love you and I'll see you later." After she hung up the phone, Joshua walked up to her, said hello, took her hand, and then walked her back into the woods. That morning, Josh had changed his profile picture on Facebook to be an image of the woods where they were having this meeting. And then also that morning, Josh had texted one of his friends and said, "You'll be owing me that breakfast soon." And so Josh led Rebecca for quite a while deep into the woods until he came to a stop. And while they were stopped, Rebecca at some point turned to look at something, and with her back to Josh, Josh reached down, grabbed a very heavy rock, and proceeded to beat her to death. Afterwards, Josh called his friends to see what they were up to, and they asked him if he was still with Rebecca. And so Josh is standing over this poor girl's lifeless body, and he says to them, "Define with." Later that day, Josh brought his best friend into the woods and showed him Rebecca's body. And then less than 24 hours later, that friend would tell police what Josh had done. During Josh's trial, he was completely unfazed, completely emotionless, and was seen smiling for much of it. He said he didn't kill Rebecca, and in fact, he tried to place the blame on his best friend, but the jury saw through it, they found him guilty, and he was ultimately sentenced to 14 years in prison. To this day, no one knows for sure why Josh killed Rebecca. The only concrete motive anybody can point to is that one of Josh's friends offered him breakfast if he went through with the killing. Here is a photo
Export
of
this
Josh
man
with
into
Rebecca
the
shooting
other
before he
realm
killed her.
expeditiously. That's so crazy. Why the fuck would you do that, dude? Be careful who the fuck you hang around with,
At the start of
man.
World War II in 1939, the Kingdom of Yugoslavia did its best to stay neutral and out of the war. But on March 25th,
I'm gonna be so careful when I have
they
kids.
finally caved to Nazi pressure and signed a treaty that aligned them with the Nazis. 2 days later, Yugoslavian military leaders who were unhappy with this treaty overthrew their government and installed a new king in hopes he would be able to keep their country out of the war. But upon learning of this coup, Hitler issued a directive that classified this new Yugoslavian government as hostile and ordered its invasion. 10 days later, on April 6th, the Nazis invaded Yugoslavia, and then 11 days after that, Yugoslavia surrendered. But despite their speedy victory, the Nazis struggled to maintain control of the country because of local resistance groups that fought them at every turn. One of the primary resistance groups was called the Partisans. 3 months after the Nazis' invasion, a 15-year-old girl named Lipa Radic and her family, who all lived in Yugoslavia, were arrested by the Nazis. 3 of the men in Lipa's family were members of the Partisans, and so had attracted Nazi attention. 20 days later, as the family still sat in jail wondering what the Nazis were going to do to them, undercover partisans broke into the prison and freed them. After getting back home, Lipa, who was totally inspired by the bravery of these partisan warriors, she immediately joined their group. As a partisan, Lipa would serve as a nurse on the front lines, treating and evacuating the wounded.
She was a
and
real
then
one.
At night, she would participate in direct combat against the Nazis. By 1943, when Lipa was just 17 years old, she had become a very hardened warrior. In February of that year, Lipa was leading a rescue effort of all these women and children, and she was walking them up a mountainside to a partisan camp when the Nazis came out of nowhere and surrounded them on all 4 sides. And Lipa, who refused to surrender, expended all of her ammunition defending these women and children until she was eventually captured. The Nazis moved Lipa to a nearby village where they viciously interrogated her, demanding that she give up the names and locations of her partisan comrades, but Lipa refused. After 3 more days of unsuccessfully trying to get Lipa to give up information, the Nazis grew frustrated and sentenced her to death. And so later that day, Lipa was marched out to a tree situated next to a train station, and hanging down from one of the branches was a noose, and under the noose was a table. With her hands tied behind her back and only wool socks on her feet, the 17-year-old girl calmly climbed up onto the table and stared down at the crowd. As the noose was being tied around her neck, the Nazi commander gave Lipa one more chance to give up information about her partisan comrades, and if she did that, they would spare her life. The Nazis had brought out a cameraman to document this execution because their plan was they would distribute the pictures all over the country to scare the partisans into submission, that this is what happens if we catch partisans. And so with the cameras flashing away, Lipa famously turned to face this Nazi commander and glared at him and said, "Those who you're asking about will reveal themselves when they wipe out all of you evildoers to the last man." After this, Lipa was hanged. The pictures of her execution were indeed distributed all around the country, but there was no context or story. It was just some partisan being executed by the Nazis. But eventually, Lipa's story about her defiance and her famous last words found their way into the partisan camp, and suddenly those images of her execution took on brand new meaning. They no longer inspired fear like the Nazis were hoping. They inspired courage and pride and a will to keep fighting. When the Nazis discovered this is what that picture now represented, they tried to destroy all of these pictures, but it was too late. Lipa had already become a national hero. Following her death, the partisans continued to fight the Nazis and eventually helped to defeat them. After the war was over, the partisans were recognized as one of the most effective guerrilla forces in the entire war. On December 20th, 1951, Lipa was posthumously awarded the second highest military award in Yugoslavia. Called the Order of the
my
National
girl
Hero.
Lipa.
Here is the photo of Lipa glaring at that Nazi commander after she's just told him her comrades are going to kill him.
That's crazy. She stood there and just took it like, fuck you. I don't give a fuck.
In 2017, Steven Weber was a larger-than-life 38-year-old DJ living in Louisiana. That year, through a mutual friend, he met Kenesha Antoine, who was a 38-year-old lawyer also living in Louisiana. And as soon as they met, they immediately hit it off and began dating. They both had always wanted to travel the world, but they never got around to it because life always seemed to get in the way. But now that they had each other, and so therefore had travel partners, they decided they couldn't wait any longer, and so they created a bucket list of all the places in the world they wanted to go. And then over the next couple of years, they began checking places off their list. In 2019, when Kenesha was going to turn 40, they decided they needed to go somewhere really special to celebrate.
She's 40? Bro, black don't crack on God.
40, they decided they needed to go somewhere really special to celebrate. And so they checked their bucket list to see where they hadn't gone yet, and they ultimately settled on going to East Africa because there was a resort there they had always wanted to stay in. It was called the Pemba Resort, and it was famous for their underwater room. They literally have a 2-story cabin floating 300 meters off the coast. Its main floor is at surface level. It's got a beautiful couch that looks out over the water. And you can take the stairs up to the roof of the main floor where there's another couch and you can stargaze and look out 360 degrees. And there's no other cabins out on the water. You're completely isolated. And then if you go back down to the main floor, there is a ladder that goes straight down 10 meters into the master bedroom, and it's completely underwater. All 4 walls have these huge windows that look out directly into the beautiful Indian Ocean. To stay.
Can you imagine waking up and it's your first night and you're obviously used to waking up in your room and you wake up and there's some fucking manatee squid fucked up looking thing just like up at the glass? No, hell no. Nope.
Stay in this cabin for one night costs $1,700, and so Steven and Kenesha decided they would only splurge on it for one night at the end of their Africa trip. So in September of that year, the couple flew out to Africa, and for over a week, they enjoyed sightseeing and going on safaris and eating nice food, and then at the end of their trip, it was time to head out to the underwater room. So they got to the Pemba Resort on the mainland, they checked in, and then they loaded into a boat and were brought out 300 meters to their actual cabin out on the water. And then after the boat left them there, Kenesha got out her phone and began filming. And she filmed as the two walked around and they looked at the amazing view. They went onto the roof and they're
literally under
pressure.
pressure.
And they're laughing because it's so unbelievably beautiful. And then at some point they make their way down that ladder down into the master bedroom underwater. And the two just can't stop laughing because it was so bizarre and just so incredible being down there. There were fish that were coming up to the glass and just staring at them. They just couldn't believe what they were seeing. And then at some point, Steven makes a joke that a shark was coming, and Kenesha turns around and then sarcastically laughs at him and says, "Oh, okay, haha, yeah, shark." And then she turns off the recording. A little while later, Steven leaves Kenesha in the master bedroom, and he goes upstairs and he puts on fins and then hops in the water. Kenesha, who's still down in the master bedroom, is surprised when she sees her boyfriend on the other side of the glass, out in the Indian Ocean. And so Kenesha just grabs her phone and starts filming him because she knows he's up to something. And then at some point, Steven pulls out a plastic bag with a handwritten note inside of it, and he presses it up against the glass so she can see what it says. And so Kenesha zooms in on the note, and you can tell from the tone in her voice, she really doesn't know what he's doing, but then there's a pause in the video as she's reading the note. And the note says, "I can't hold my breath long enough to tell you everything I love about you, but everything I love about you, I love more and more every day. Will you please be my wife? Marry me." Kanisha is so astounded at this proposal. You can tell she's almost crying. She's so excited. And so as she just continues to film him, Steven pulls out a ring and he holds it up to the glass. And now at this point, Kanisha is just beside herself. She couldn't be happier. And so Steven closes the ring box, he grabs the letter, and he swims up out of view back to the surface. And Kanisha turns off the recording, turns around, runs to the ladder, and climbs up to the main floor to give Steven her answer that yes, she would marry him. But when she got up there, she looked around and Steven wasn't up there. And so she's yelling for him, she's looking around, waiting for him to show up, but he's not. And so she runs up onto the roof of the main structure to get a better look around to see where he went. But when she got up there, she looked down and there's nothing but ocean. There's no sign of Steven anywhere. And so starting to panic, she runs back down to the main floor at surface level, and now she's frantically yelling for Steven, yelling for him to come up to the surface. Where is he? Where are you? But there's no response. Kanisha is all alone out in this cabin in the middle of the ocean. She has no way to contact anyone on the mainland, and so she has no idea what to do. She doesn't know if she should just jump in the water to go looking for him. She doesn't know if he's maybe playing a joke on her. She just doesn't know what's happening. And so she just reflexively begins screaming out for help, hoping that somebody will hear her and come help her find Steven. And after a little while, some boaters not too far away hear her yelling out for help. They come over and they, along with Kanisha, begin looking, and they ultimately find Steven. But by the time they found him, it was too late. He had drowned. The details of exactly how he managed to drown or exactly where he was when they found him are not listed online. Here are the final photos of Steven Weber.
Will you marry me? Oh my god.
So that's going to do it, guys. If you found the secret in today's episode, let us know in the comments what...
I was so happy, hoping that this was, like, this last video would end the stream off on a good note. And then that happened. Fuck, man. That fucking sucks. Don't like that. That sucks. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hit 2 hours and 20 minutes on the broadcast tonight. You know, we had to do a long one because last time it was a little shorter. I was really tired, but we made up for it. We more than made it up for it tonight. Remember what I told you guys? That's the future. That is the future. Don't sleep, because you won't get left snoozing. But at least he passed away knowing that she loved him. God, that fucking sucks. But thank you. God damn, I just hit the fucking open wound I have on my finger on the mic. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for all the biddies on my titties, the brand new subscriptions, the brand new follows. You guys are amazing. Like, I hope if no one's told you this weekend, you're amazing. I hope you have an amazing week. Meg, good luck on that early flight you gotta catch. 3 o'clock. God damn. Oh my fucking god, now I'm bleeding. But yeah, you guys have an amazing week. I will see you again Wednesday. And remember, I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of this community, being the pillars of the community. Thank you so much for tuning in to Tokyo, Japan. See you Wednesday.